Assalamualaikum. Welcome to Gul Knowledge Hub. Welcome my YouTube family to your own channel, which is Gul Knowledge Hub. Today's topic is 4 ways to understand what you hear. Yes, dear audience, in today's topic, I am going to teach you, I am going to share my ideas to have advanced listening skills. Advanced listening skills instantly. Instantly means immediately. And now you might be probably thinking that, ma'am, what are you saying? We are trying, or we have been trying for years, and we have been trying for many months. Still we have trouble with listening. And you are saying in today's lesson or after completion of this video, you will be able to listen, to understand what you hear instantly, immediately. What is the magic? Now the magic is on this board, because I have tried 4 methods. If you try these 4 methods, and apart from that, at the end of the video, I will share the 5 kinds of movies you should watch to improve your advanced listening skills. Not only skills, advanced listening skills. But also, I will tell you how will you get to know that this is the important information. I will tell you the clues to get the most important information. So you will be able to say that this is important information or this is not important information. So today's lesson is very important, and there is a small request. Stay tuned till the end. And if you are a newcomer or subscriber here, please like, share this video and hit that bell icon, because it motivates me to make more videos. So the very first thing you should do to advance skills, listening skills, is don't think, just listen. Yes, dear audience, you have to do, first of all, the first method, the first way is just to listen, not think. Why? What is the logic behind it? Because, dear audience, when you are in a conversation, when someone is speaking to you, and if there are 2 conversations, or 2 voices in front of you, one voice is of the speaker who is speaking to you, the other voice is in your head, and it's a natural phenomenon that you can't concentrate on 2 voices, on 2 concentrations or 2 conversations at one time. So this is the basic reason that someone is talking to you and you are engaged in your own thoughts. You are listening to your head voice, what is being spoken in your head. So avoid this. The first rule to be advanced listening skill learner is that just focus on what the other person is saying. Just focus on one conversation. Just focus on one voice that is coming to you from the speaker, not from your head, because your head is continuously perturbing you, disturbing you not to listen the speaker's voice. So just decide, just have a firm belief that I have to concentrate only on the one voice at one time. This is number 1 way. Number 2 is that ask questions. Number 2 method is ask questions, because when you listen for a long period of time, 2 things happen. What are those 2 things? First thing is that you get tired of listening for a long speech. Tiredness is the first thing, because we can't, and we do that. Yawning, because we are not interested in that long speech for a long time. Next, when you are listening to a long speech for a long time, what happens? You lose the most of the information from that long speech, a long sentence, a long conversation. 2 things. Number 1, tiredness. Number 2, you are losing the most of the information. in the long speech. So what should you do for instant understanding? For instant understanding is the formula that engage to be engaged. Engage means to take part. For some persons, engage means to get married. But anyhow, engage means to take part in the conversation. Now, how can you take part in that conversation to put your interest and to take most of the information? How can you do that? The best method is to ask questions. The best method is to ask questions, because when you end, other thing is to break the long speech into small chunks. Small chunks means small parts. Now you are listening a long speech, a long conversation. You have to break it into parts and then develop questions relevant to that part and ask questions. What will be the benefit of asking questions during a conversation, during a long speech? When you ask a question, your mind's curiosity is enhanced. Your mind becomes active in attentively listening the conversation. And when you ask the questions, most of the information that is lost most of the time is retained in your mind. And you are not tired, rather you become attentive, you become active, you are not tired of or exhausted of the conversation. So I am saying this instantly, but how will this magic happen to have advanced listening skills instantly? Let's do that, because this part can be only attained. You can only concentrate on one voice, you can only ask questions, and you can only retain the information in your mind, and your curiosity will be enhanced when you will do two other methods. First of all, you have to do other method, then magic will happen and immediately you will understand what the speaker is saying. So what are those two methods? Let's go to the board. Home practice. Yes, dear audience, home practice is absolutely necessary. Why it is necessary? Why it is mandatory? Just imagine. And I often make my students freak when I tell this technique. Freak means surprised. My students are surprised when I say them, watch movies, watch TV shows, watch program without subtitles. Because most of the teachers, they recommend that you should watch movies first of all with subtitles. But I don't say. I strongly disagree with this remark. You should watch English movies, TV programs in English without subtitles first. What is the logic behind it? Choose 2 to 5 sentences, 2 to 3 or 5 sentences, are dialogues between two speakers. Repeatedly listen them, repeatedly play the 2 to 3 dialogues of the two speakers. Repeatedly. For beginners, I recommend 10 times. If you have pretty good listening sense, then you should play that dialogue only for 3 minutes, for 3 times. Now listen. If you are a beginner, you should play that dialogue for 10 minutes, for 10 times, for 10 times. After repeatedly listening 2 to 5 sentences again and again, what will happen? What will happen? You will catch most of the information. You will catch most of the information. Then write it down, those 5 dialogues. Write it down, those 5 dialogues which you have repeatedly listened. Now, what you have to do? Now, you have to turn on the subtitles. Now, what is the benefit of turning on the subtitles at this stage? You can ask questions, and the answer is that now you have played for 10 to 3 times. For that 2 to 3 5 sentences and you have written those 5 sentences. Now what you have to do? You have to turn on the subtitles. When you turn on the subtitles, you will find what is missing, what you have missed in those dialogues which you have written on the paper. And this will help you to fill the gap. And now you have to write down the missing part, the missing words, the missing phrases, the only word you have missed. This is the benefit and how you will improve your listening skills. Now, dear audience, human beings are very interesting. How they are interesting? When they lose their one sense, there are different kind of senses. Sense of touch, sense of smell, sense of taste, and all these kinds of senses. And it's the speciality, or it is the interesting fact of human beings. When they lose one skill or one sense, they develop the other sense. Their other sense gets better. Have you ever observed that the blind persons have more capability to listen? This is what. Now we are moving towards the 4th way, which will help you a lot. Now just close your eyes. Just close your eyes and listen those 2 to 5 dialogues again, and you will see the magic will happen and you will improve your listening skills instantly. This is the magic which will happen if you practice in the way that I have recommended to you. Then the magic will happen. You will listen, you will not think about that, and the next thing, you will ask questions. You will not be lazy, you will not be fatigued, you will not be tired, you will not be exhausted. Rather, you will be anxious enough, your curiosity level will be high enough to ask questions, and your mind will retain most of the information. Now the interesting part of the video starts when I say that I am going to disclose 5 kinds of movies you should watch to improve your listening, advanced listening skills instantly. And what are those 5 movies? First of all, I recommend kids program. I love you, you love me. We are a happy family. Now this rhyme is going on, then the heart appears, and then they will show you the pictures of family, and they will explain it to you not only through the sound, the words, but also through the pictures, and it will be easier for you to get to listening skills. Next thing, now you have to watch TV programs, stupid comedies. Yes, because in comedies they use the high words and they don't speak too quickly. They make you understand the comedy, and they are not of big duration. They are only of 10 minutes or 20 minutes duration. So I recommend you to go and have comedies, and in this way you will be entertained, you will enjoy the movie, and you will enhance your listening capabilities. The next thing is action movies. If you are an action lover and you watch action movies, what will happen? In action movies, there are hard words which are explained to you through a movie. For example, if someone will run and enter into the stage and say, catastrophe will happen, oh my God. And now a nerd scientist, nerd means a cool scientist, appears on the stage and says bad things will occur and people will die, and the hero will go and say it's a very bad thing. Now you will understand what is the meaning of catastrophe, the bad thing. In this way, the hard words are explained in action movies. Now next point is, and what is that next point? Is your dark comedies. Dark comedies, they play with language. They are very sophisticated in language. You have to watch those dark comedies, and after that drama, because dramas are written by intellectual persons like Shakespeare. Shakespeare is the greatest dramatist of all ages, and you can watch the dramas of Shakespeare's because the words in those dramas are very intellectual and they're very sophisticated, and in this way your language is improved, your listening skills are improved. The last part of this movie or this video is that how to know that this is the most informative information, this is the important information, because most of the time we are perplexed, we are confused that this is this an important information or not. So here are some clues. If someone has mentioned the date, time, number, year, it means that the information is important. Next thing is that if superlative degree is used, if superlative degree is used, the best, the most important, it means that this information is important and we have to concentrate on this. The last part is if it is used, if the words like should, always, must, never, if these kinds of words are used in a conversation or in a speech or in a drama or in a dialogue or in a comedy, it means that this is an important information to be retained in your mind. So hope you have enjoyed today's lesson and retained and how to get and how to develop your advanced listening skills instantly. And magic will happen while you will combine all these methods together and apply all these techniques, and then you will see that your listening skills are magically improved. Till the next video, stay happy, stay blessed. Thank you so much. Have a